Why was that so loose? I need to get a cap for that. Cool. Come on. There you go. My tip collection. Oh, I think they're just painted over. Okay. My friend Brion got me this. It's a universal tip set. You know, inexpensive set. You can get these for under $100. That's it. That's one. Let's try to get this little one out. Oh, it's nice when you have the right tools. You are good. Thank you very much, Mr. Screw. Ah, yes. This actually is. This is coming out because these dimensions change. Look at that. Does anybody read that? Yes, I get C. I mean, port seems pretty obvious. What is that? Interesting. Don't fall on my head, please. Come out, come out. Ah, that one came out perfect. That's the way it's supposed to work. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? Is that teaked? Oh, it's totally teaked. Oh, screws. Woohoo! Sweet. Number 138. There's this little piece on the front, I don't know if you can tell. It's stainless screws, flatheads, all the way along. Each one, the screw is horizontal. Another nice piece. I'm saving these pieces. Aha! There it goes. Why is all the galley stuff nailed together? What you doing, buddy? Oh, there it goes. Hey! Wires. Cool. Ah, doggy. My little doggy helper. That's actually in the fiberglass. Look at that. Strip it! Alright, yep. From here down, all the way to that bulkhead and to the hull is a void, is unusable space, or was. My goal is, and it's going to take a lot of work because the people that built this boat knew what they were doing. But my goal is to use the space more efficiently so that this comes up on a hinge or something and you can access stuff like that. You know, I could put batteries. That's probably what's going to be in here. There's going to be some sort of furniture piece with a lid, and the batteries are going to be in there. I don't have a lot of batteries on this boat. I'll probably upgrade to 2 house batteries and a starter battery. Right now there's just 2 multi-purpose batteries, but we're adding some electronics. We're going to be on the boat a lot more, so I still have to figure that out, calculate our amp hour requirements, but something like that. Sorry, Max. All right, how are you in there? That's pretty cool, man. That is the end grain of the plywood knee that's back here. And then they just planed it flush. And the Formica goes over as a finish layer. But holy moly, that's pretty nice. Let's destroy it. I didn't take out those screws, but they popped right off. That looks a little rotten down there. Okay. I still do one hand for me, one hand for the boat. I'm on the hard. I guess I should anyway because it's raining out, as you saw. That's okay. We got the tarp up. Max is making a little bed. Okay. Where's that milk crate? There it is. Ooh, an Ash Breeze, which is my casual Ash Breeze, the TSEA, Traditional Small Craft Association. Excellent organization. I don't know when I'm going to use this huge thing, but he threw that in as part of the package. Our bell. Sorry, Maxie. It was like this. It was already tarnished. Anyway, bell. It's got a nice bell rope. It's one of the times a rope on a boat is still called a rope when it's doing its work. The bell rope. There's a few others, and I can't think of them right off the top of my head. Comment if you think of it. What are the other ropes on a boat? Flag needs to be taken care of. Let's put the flag in a nice place of honor right next to my sleeping bag. A bunch of hats. I can take these home, actually. The horn. This pair of sunglasses which has been on the boat since the beginning. Clamps. Where can I hide these clamps? Water system. This is a good system too. I think the company is Platypus, and they make this gravity water filtration system, and it works really well. You get 4 liters of water in literally minutes. Sailing gloves, those can go to the club. I never ever use them on the boat. Stack of miscellaneous junk. Books, these are going home. All the books are, oh, Bill Bryston. Bill Bryston, great author. Nav stuff. Got the nav triangles. If you ever used a chart for navigation, the triangles are pretty handy. Oh, expired flares. We got to get rid of these. These are trash. We're going to have to dispose. Not supposed to have expired flares on board. We also have our distress flag, which I've never taken out of the package, which on one hand might be a good thing. 2016 Eldritch. Eldritch is a good publication too. Anybody that's cruising in the northeast of the United States, pick up a copy of the Eldritch Tide and Pilot book. Don't think that the Eldritch is just a tide chart. It has detailed little maps, charts of currents, very detailed. There's the New York City currents. I can't, people look at high tide at the Battery and they think, okay, that's what the tides are going to be like. But the tidal range in New York City Harbor, the greater New York City Harbor, can vary by hours. From, the East River change. The East River is funny. It's not really a river. It's a, what do they call it? Tidal strait. So high tide through Long Island Sound is different than high tide coming up New York Harbor. So the East River does this pretty dramatic shift. And having something like the Eldritch, and that's not the only place. All Long Island Sound, you get out close to Long Island Sound and then like Buzzards Bay and all that area, it gets really weird. Having a guidebook like this, super, super handy. Okay, no more rants. That's a lie. I'll keep ranting. A lot of this stuff I just don't need on the boat right now. We have a little tiny 1-bedroom apartment. Yeah, I'll have to hang on to that too. So let's put all the books in one spot. Just not on the boat. Oh! This is when I used to record a lot more music before I was unemployed that summer. So I had a lot of time to record music for the channel. I brought a little system on board to record, MD22 included. This is a nice studio. It's dynamic, but it's a nice microphone. That's going home. Can't believe I still have it on board. Let's get the paper towels out. Oh, here's my parallel rulers. That's another nice little handy navigation tool. You go along a chart. Sebago Burgee. That's the Burgee from Sebago Canoe Club. Boom. More books. I keep these on board just to have something to read. Fishing stuff. Those are leaders. I haven't put a leader on a line since I was a little kid. Oh, it came with a tool. Look at that. American Fishing Wire, Westchester, Pennsylvania. I wonder if that's actually an American-made product. That would be cool. I just found out, I posted on Instagram yesterday. I can't believe I didn't know this. The Universal Motor Company that made our Universal 5416, the diesel that we have on board, was a Wisconsin company. Our little engine here was made in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I spent a lot of time in Oshkosh. I had no idea. It's like 82 they discontinued making the 5416. So, I was in high school. I probably was in and around Oshkosh around that time at some point. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I get really sentimental about stuff like that. All right. Our emergency strobe. I haven't even tested this. I wonder. I should test it, right? On. No. Off. Oh. That's to change the batteries. That all this safety. Oh, man. When we first got Inconceivable, I went out, I bought flares, I bought the flag. Lynn and I went to a chandlery and just was like, oh, we need this, we need that, we need that. We got this strobe. We're like, yeah, we definitely need a strobe. Never put batteries in it. Oh, bearing compass. This is a handy thing. We got a cheap Davis. I don't want to say cheap Davis. Davis makes some good stuff. This is, I should say, inexpensive. It's just a bearing compass. So you aim it at a landmark if you're trying to find your position, like on a chart, or trying to, figure out a bearing to something, anything. Could be another boat, just to track another boat. You just aim this at the boat. There's two, boom, boom, two crosshairs. You aim that at the object, and then you look at the compass, and you get the bearing to that object. Pretty handy thing. Bearing compass. Pencils. This feels like camera stuff. You do what you could. Hey, come on here. Hey, toothbrush. That I can actually put in my bag. Oh, this is a nice. You may have seen me use this. Brion Toss recommended getting a arborist. I think it's called an arborist tape measure for arborist. Anyway, it's a long 200 feet, right? Is this 200 feet? I forget. Made by U.S. Tape Company, Pennsburg, Pennsylvania. And where does that go? Lizzie. My niece Lizzie got me us. She got Lynn and I. This was a source of marital trouble. She got us cup cozies, or what are they, can cozies, can holders, captain and mate. Who got which one? I leave that up to you to decide. Plastic, that's going to be handy actually. Lots of stuff. Oh, and U.S. chart number 1. It's a handy thing to have. U.S. chart number 1 is basically the key to all charts. It has all of the symbols to nautical charts, both electronic and paper charts. It's super handy to have because sometimes you look at a chart and you're like, what is it, a teardrop with an extra dot, and it's got weird little lines around it. Yeah. Max and I just took a walk, and we found a Stanley utility knife out in the yard that had been there for a long time. And the blade was extended, rusty, gnarly. I'm careful walking around in the yard, but I've got Max on the leash. I try to, keep him to safe areas, but on a job site, there are certain basics of safety. One of them is, and you see me do it all the time when I'm using the utility knife, is you extend it, you use it, pull it back in. Don't do that and then set it down, even if you're going to use it right away after, because you're going to set it down somewhere. It could, I just set it on this ladder. It could get knocked off. Somebody could step on it. It's really fast and easy. Just cut, in it goes. Always bring the blade back in. That is super sharp. That is going to do some damage. Okay, I'm not using a circular saw at the moment. I want to keep the fire extinguisher handy. Actually, I'm going to pause this for a second. I'll come back to you in a second. There we go. Are these coming out? Maybe I can leave these. I can leave these in. Oh yeah, it just popped out. Alright, look up. Okay. Demo's done. Is that good? Does that make you happy? Yay! Yeah. Mostly done. Still have the bulkheads to pull out. The forward bulkhead, the engine room bulkhead right below max. Mwah! You're such a good helper. You are such a good helper. Good supervisor. Yeah. Did I do everything right? Did I do everything right? Yeah? Well, that's not a... Okay, good. Yeah, I like the tail wag of affirmation. Now we're going to move on to the tow rail and all of the bright work outside. We're stripping this boat, basically. Except for the V-berth and the head. Wow. Yeah, we're really stripping this boat. All right. I think it's time to get your mommy. It is. You want to go get your mommy? Should we get your mommy? I was going to pack this stuff up. I guess I still can. This is garbage. All right. See you guys later. Let's pack some of this stuff up. This is yours.